Hey everyone, today I'm here at Gillette Castle State Park. We're here to check out the remains of the abandoned narrow gauge railway that was built here. For no other reason than it was cool. The owner, Gillette, built it, and there's a train tunnel somewhere that we're gonna go check out. That's the visitor center that I showed at the beginning. It's closed for the season. I love the drainage ditches that all these roads have. It's something that'll never wash away. It'll be there forever as long as it's occasionally cleaned out. Really nice. That's where we gotta go. We're down here. Walking around this place, there's a lot of useless drains installed on high spots. Look at that nice arch with a keystone. Why are they not taking care of this? Big hole in it. I don't see any sawdust, so it didn't get hit recently. Got a little trickling stream here. This trail's not being well taken care of at all. Every bridge here has something wrong with it. Completely broken. It's more of a clog now than a bridge. Now that's a pretty cool A-frame bridge down there. All the old sections of the trail made out of stone still look amazing. All these nice stairs and walkways built years ago. All right, what is this? It just brought me into a dead end. It looks like this used to be a walkway, kinda. Maybe it was blocked off. This was probably just an overlook. All right, this is up on top. The ledge is down there. It looks like there was a walkway at one point on top of all this. I'm trying to block the wind as best as possible. Yeah, take a look at these supports. There was some type of bridge. Whether or not it was for the train, I'm not sure. Got some trickling water there, and there is like a makeshift trail, kinda. Oh yeah, this is what we came to see. Definitely part of the railway. Got those supports coming up top here. Train would have ran up here on this ledge to another trestle here, which is gone. I gotta carefully make my way across to the other end of the trail. This is not the official part of the trail. Alrighty, I'm across, continuing on this shelf along the mountain. A lot of dripping water. And we come to another trestle where the train used to go across. Look at that. I'm still not even sure if this is for the train. It might just be an abandoned trail. Regardless, it's awesome. Look at that. They should have kept this stuff open. Would have made a great trail. All right, this is the best view I'm gonna get of this trestle. That was probably just a walking bridge. If it was for the train, it probably wouldn't even have had railings. I'm not taking this risk here. You see the trail continues. I'm not taking that risk. There's nothing to hold on to above this drop. I'm gonna walk back and try to find my way around. I'm not sure what that platform was right above the water. It may have been train. It looked like the supports they were trying to replicate a train trestle. Look at the culverts they had here, made out of ceramic. That's pretty cool. But the drainage ditches are long, sealed up. This was definitely train tracks here. They have it graded so flatly. And I see a railway sign right here. Let's go find that tunnel. You can see farther back on the trail, they're not really taking care of a lot of this stuff anymore. There had to have been some kind of bridge here where this dip is. Still following along the train tracks. Very flat. Kind of a shame they ripped it up. That would have been awesome if they left it as a park train just to go in a circle. Too much upkeep, I guess. I love how they graded this train track. It's just like the real thing. They cut down hills and they build up the dips. Look at that nice corner. Coming up to a bridge over a trail, and I bet you there's a clogged culvert right here. Really nice walls. It's got to be a new bridge. Those might be some train ties. And another bridge. Now down there, that's definitely having to do with the train. Look at that big creosote covered piece of lumber. And look at that, that's kind of cool. See these old rotten logs. I bet back in the day that was holding up the embankment. Imagine how nice this would be to still have the miniature railway going through it. You see they had to cut out all this land to make the elevated sections. The drainage ditches on this sure could use a cleanup. And look at these logs, how rotten they are. The park rangers cut them up and they just leave them in the drainage ditch. Why? Another one of those ceramic culverts right here. Gonna be clogged up pretty soon. I just peeked in there and there's a frog out of hibernation that hopped further in the tunnel. Now this is pretty cool here. The trail no longer goes across it, but they should have left the bridge. It would have been cool. The trestle used to go across right here. It's kind of sad to see this place in such disrepair. Sections of wall pushed in. I imagine the wall would have gone all the way around, but it slowly crumbled. It's falling in. It doesn't even look like it's capable of holding water up to the point that the spillway would actually work, because you see there used to be a piece of wood in there and it would pour over. Now it looks like it's just seeping through the wall. Disrepair. This is a cool bridge over here, and I see a dam underneath it. I love these wood railings. I am so surprised somebody didn't vandalize them and push them over, because those wouldn't be able to hold your weight anymore. They're so rotten. See the little spillway there in the center? Doesn't look like that's trickling either. It's not even April yet, and the painted turtles are already out of hibernation. There's a bunch of them out there. Pretty chilly today, only in the 40s. Take a look at that really nice trestle. The nice stonework. They built it out of logs. It's kind of sad that it's in such disrepair. I couldn't see this from down there. There's a big collapse. Maybe that's even what closed it. I doubt it. No, that just got smashed. Look at, there's still needles on the tree that hit it. So the train would have gone across this trestle, which is in disrepair, sadly. They should have left it open and did maintenance on it. Now it's closed. You see down here, they cut the hill open, took the dirt, and they used the dirt to fill in certain areas as they cut down others. So the train tracks would have gone around this corner on top of this nice rock wall. And here we are at the train tunnel. The train tunnel itself is actually quite short. That is the Gillette Castle train tunnel. It was completely unnecessary to build, but the owner built it because it was cool. The guy loved trains, so this was a scaled down version of a real train. It had tracks, but they were sadly all torn up. But you can still see the flat graded area of where the trains would have been. Throughout this video, I'm going to show a few old pictures of it. So the tunnel was actually built before the hill, and then ground was put over the top of the tunnel so it wouldn't look entirely stupid just sitting there. The tunnel itself is not very long, but it intentionally curves inside so that it gives you that scary factor, not knowing how long it is. And you see how there's like a dip right here. They have it fixed and shored up. There was probably a washout at some point from lack of maintenance. Although I do like how they put the markers on the trees. You see how they put the nails out so it can grow? I don't know why they just don't use paint like a normal trail. But let's check out the tunnel. I got a light in my pocket. I think I do. Nah, I didn't bring it with me, but I can already see a glimmer of daylight. We're not going to need it. Sadly, even though it's in a state park, it's still got some graffiti on it. Suddenly really cold. It's just a big culvert, that's all it is. Well, any train tunnel is basically a big culvert. I wonder if these rocks are natural or they put them here to make it look more real. Either way, it's pretty cool. Ceiling is about 7 feet tall. I'm just over 6 feet and I can walk through it comfortably without crouching at all. These do, some of it looks real, but you see other pieces you can see were obviously just placed there to make it look more scary. Amazing. Come out the other side. It's basically a big loop. Originally there was about 3 miles worth of tracks. And you can see there was no need for a tunnel, like I said. They easily could have had a shelf right here along the edge. But it was cool. William Gillette loved trains, so it was basically a model train that was big enough to ride. approximately 7 feet. Didn't bring a tripod with me today, just had to place the camera down there. I'm just over 6 feet, and I'd say about 7 feet the middle. Really nice inside. How they have all the fake rocks. Also very clean, doesn't make you feel claustrophobic. A little bit of weathering over the years. Ceiling feels damp. Very cool. Even got some dripping water coming out of the hill. Because if you look at old pictures, they kind of tore into the hill a little bit, like a shelf. They built the tunnel, and they put the hill back over it. Usually, you have to build a tunnel through a hill, but they built a hill for the tunnel. Just because it's cool. Kind of sad that graffiti is in here. It being part of a state park and all. Very awesome. It's a shame they didn't leave the train for tourists to ride on. The upkeep in this park seems very bad. I hope this video was interesting. Thanks for watching.